Good day to everyone. I am Ganesh Murthy, formerly Dean at Central Agriculture University Imphal and Emeritus Scientist at ICAR IIHR Bangalore. I am pleased to present today on micronutrient management in chili, its implications on yield, quality, diseases and pests. In this talk, I will discuss the central role of micronutrients in chili cultivation and how strategic management can transform yield, quality, and resilience. Chili or Capsicum annuum is one of India's most important spice and cash crops. It holds cultural, economic, and export significance. Despite its national importance, yields remain suboptimal compared with global markets. While macronutrient fertilization practices are widely established, the strategic role of micronutrients is often underappreciated, even though they constitute a critical determinant of productivity, quality, and farm profitability. Micronutrients are often overlooked. Today, I will argue that micronutrients are not optional but essential for bridging this productivity gap. In my presentation, first I will mention which are those 7 micronutrients that are essential and holds key to productivity. Then I will try to highlight their physiological roles of these key micronutrients in chili. Then I will try to make you understand nutrient deficiency patterns in Indian soils. After that, I will try to examine nutrient offtake across dry chili, green chili, and bell pepper. Finally, I will try to explore how micronutrients influence pest and disease incidence. And I will suggest practical science-based management strategies to overcome these micronutrient problems in chili cultivation. There are 7 most important micronutrients for chili are zinc, boron, iron, manganese, copper and molybdenum. Although chlorine is an essential element, its deficiency is never reported in India. Rather, its toxicity is common when soil is saline or saline irrigation water is used for cultivation. Each has distinct physiological roles, but they also interact synergistically with other inputs. Their absence, whether hidden or visible, directly impact yield and quality. Any deficiency is expressed as a typical deficiency symptom on leaf, fruit, and overall plant health. Coming to the physiological role of these micronutrients in this August house, all of you know this basic information, but still I will try to highlight the major important areas where these micronutrients influence physiological role in the plant cultivation. For example, zinc regulates more than 60 metalloenzymes activity in the plant. They also are responsible for auxin synthesis and reproductive efficiency. Boron is vital for pollen germination, fruit set and fruit firmness. So it is a qualitative element that improves the marketability of produce. Iron drives chlorophyll formation and energy metabolism in the plant, so it is essential for enhancing the productivity. Manganese is key in photosynthesis and oxidative stress defense mechanisms. Copper, on the other hand, strengthens cell walls and boosts disease resistance. Molybdenum activates nitrate reductase, supporting nitrogen assimilation and reduces the nitrate concentration in the vegetables. Together, these elements keep chili plants vigorous and productive. Let us see the consequences of their deficiencies. When these micronutrients are deficient, plants suffer. We see poor growth, flower drop, reduced fruit set, and lower yields. Capsicum and capsaicin and carotenoid content declines, lowering pungency and market appeal. This is the hidden hunger that silently limits profitability. Because of micronutrient deficiencies, the color and shape of chili also varies, adversely affecting market value of these products. Now, let us see how much micronutrient deficiencies are there in Indian soils. I am restricting to the chili growing states of India. National survey shows zinc deficiency in about 44% of the soils growing chilies. Nitrogen and sulfur also rank high as limiting nutrients. Regions such as Assam, Telangana, and Odisha report especially high deficiencies. This evidence highlights the urgency of targeted micronutrient interventions in these states. In today's scenario, micronutrients deficiencies never occur in single element form. Multiple micronutrient deficiencies are very common and widespread. Occurrence of multiple micronutrient deficiencies are very common and widespread. I have tried to compile multiple micronutrient deficiencies in major chili growing states. Zinc deficiency, either alone or in combination with other nutrients, is the most pervasive constraint across major chili growing states. Sulfur, either alone or in combination with sulfur plus zinc, sulfur plus boron, and sulfur plus iron, emerges as another major limiting nutrient. Other micronutrients, boron, iron, manganese, and copper, show secondary deficiencies, often in combination with zinc or sulfur. Having seen the status of micronutrients in the chili growing soils, let us see how much a chili crop removes nutrients from the soil. In dry chili, which yields almost modest of 1.5 to 2.5 tons of dehydrated pods per hectare, yet because of low moisture, nutrient concentration is high. Potassium and nitrogen dominate, with much concentrated in fruits. Residues, however, are richer in micronutrients such as iron, manganese, and boron, making them valuable for recycling. In green chili sector, the green chilies give much higher fresh yields, ranging from 15 to 25 tons per hectare. But the dry fruit mass is similar to dry chilies. Here, nutrient dilution occurs. The absolute removal of nitrogen and potassium is large, but concentration per unit weight is lower because of dilution. Residue remain substantial micronutrient pools, particularly iron, manganese, emphasizing their recycling potential. Coming to the bell pepper section, bell pepper is the most nutrient demanding system with yields of 30 to 60 tons per hectare. It extracts huge amount of potassium up to 250 kg per hectare, mostly in fruits. Micronutrient demand also scale up. Zinc and copper concentrate in fruits, while iron, manganese, and boron accumulate in residues. Now let us see the partitioning of nutrients between economic part of the plant and the residue part of the plant. The big picture is that fruits are the main export pathway for nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, and boron. Residue, in contrast, are the recycling pool for calcium, magnesium, sulfur, iron, and manganese. Therefore, a strategic incorporation of residues into the soil is therefore critical, and replenishment of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, and boron is also crucial. Now, let us see the effect of micronutrients on pest and disease incidences in chili crop. I have prepared a heat map that integrates how different nutrient conditions affect pest and disease severity in crops. Excess nitrogen strongly increases fungal diseases and insect pests, reduces nematode pressure. On the other hand, nitrogen deficiency suppresses fungal diseases, increases susceptibility to nematode attack, and also shows nitrogen's dual and complex role. Coming to phosphorus, an adequate level of phosphorus reduces both pests and diseases. Its deficiency, on the other hand, consistently increases susceptibility. Phosphorus acts as a stabilizing nutrient. As far as potassium is concerned, it is also called as quality nutrient. High levels strongly suppress fungal, bacterial, and insect pest attack. On the other hand, deficiency increases biotic stress across all categories of chilies. Among micronutrients, zinc and boron, their adequate supply enhances resistance, reducing pest and disease incidences. On the other hand, deficiencies exacerbate susceptibility, particularly to nematodes and insect pests. If we see the overall insight, balanced nutrient management is critical for plant health. Excess nitrogen can create vulnerability. Adequate phosphorus, potassium, zinc, and boron provide broad spectrum protection. Nutrient management should aim to optimize yield while enhancing the resilience to biotic stresses. So overall, balanced nutrition influences crop health. Excess nitrogen increases fungal diseases and insect pests. Adequate phosphorus and potassium reduces susceptibility. Zinc and boron's sufficiency enhances resistance, cutting down fungal and bacterial incidences. Clearly, nutrient management is also pest and disease management. Now, let us see how these micronutrients can be managed in the soil. Coming to the strategies for micronutrient management, several tools are available. Soil application with zinc sulfate, ferrous sulfate, borax or boric acid or molybdates should be done based only on soil testing and recommendations, as otherwise they do accumulate in soil and causes imbalances. Foliar sprays during flowering and fruiting for quick correction is the ideal method. Seed priming for better germination and vigor is very practical for early development. Tailored fertilizers and slow release formulations offer good solution for efficiency, and integrated use with organics and biofertilizers to sustain soil health is very crucial for sustainable management of all groups of chili crops. Let me talk about a case study with respect to boron. Field demonstrations with boron sprays at flowering showed dramatic results. Yields improved by 30 to 40% in green chilies and capsicum. Boron ensured better fruit set, improved shape, firmness, and storability. This is a strong case for precision boron management. As far as zinc management is concerned, zinc deficiency is widespread in chili growing states in India. Most effective correction is 0.5% zinc sulfate foliar spray repeated 2 to 4 times in the crop cycle at critical stages only. We must also avoid excess phosphorus application which induces zinc deficiency. Balanced management ensures consistent improvement in yield and quality. Coming to iron management, chili is prone to iron deficiency, especially in calcareous soils with high pH. And unfortunately, chili is grown in many black soils which are slightly calcareous and have high pH. Lime-induced chlorosis is common, delaying ripening and reducing quality, particularly in the rabi crop when they irrigate. The iron deficiency emerges because of formation of bicarbonate in the soil. Organic manures combined with foliar iron sprays are the best corrective options available for iron management in such situations. As far as manganese, copper and molybdenum are concerned, manganese deficiencies are rare but can appear in rice fallows or acid soils. Copper deficiencies are minimal, but excess copper from fungicide is an emerging toxicity level issues. Molybdenum deficiency is seen in acid soils. Small doses improve nitrate assimilation and stress resilience. Each of these must be addressed in context-specific ways. Coming to region-specific formulations of these micronutrients, one of the biggest gap today is our dependence on generic zinc-centric foliar mixtures. But horticultural crops including chili are far more sensitive to boron deficiency. Region and crop specific formulations with balanced nutrient ratios are urgently needed. Finally, a blueprint approach for micronutrient management. To maximize benefits, micronutrient management must be holistic. Instead of piecemeal correction, we must identify all limiting factors like nutrients, salinity, moisture, and correct them together. This blueprint approach delivers synergistic responses and ensures profitability. Let us see the agronomic implications. From the offtake data, potassium clearly emerges as the most limiting nutrient, followed by nitrogen, phosphorus, zinc, and boron. Residue return is vital to recycle calcium, magnesium, iron, manganese, and sulfur. Precision soil and tissue testing should guide targeted supplementation of micronutrients. Otherwise, we may face toxicity levels which requires very expensive methods for bringing them down in the soil. To conclude, micronutrient management is not a minor input. It is a strategic driver of productivity, fruit quality, and resilience in chili cultivation. Deficiencies of zinc, boron, and sulfur are the most critical nationwide. Balanced, site-specific, integrated strategies can transform chili production into a more sustainable and profitable system. Thank you. Thank you all for your attention. I will be happy to take some questions and discuss how precision micronutrient management can be further implemented in chili system across India. I profusely thank the organizers for giving me this beautiful opportunity to share my experience in this August house. Thank you.